Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. I haven't done one of these videos in a while and I wanted to share with you guys some of my favorite finds at the Dollar Tree. Some of them are new items and I think some of them may be ones that you enjoy. Next week I'm going to do things I no longer buy at the Dollar Tree. I used to go to the Dollar Tree every single Friday. I now go about once every 6 weeks or so. So I'm going less often, but I'm going to share with you my favorite finds. Some of them I've already shared, but some of them I haven't. First one, I always mention it, Lever Body Wash. I always make sure to be stocked up on this because I love the smell. It's only $1 and everyone in the family likes it, so I love it. This next one I use for a recipe, and I'm going to share with you what something similar to this cost at the grocery store. These are ginger snaps. I love ginger snaps, first of all, to snack on, but that's not why I bought these. I'm actually going to use this to make a crust from my old-fashioned pumpkin pie recipe that has a gingerbread crust, and it actually uses real cream. It's a really yummy recipe, way better than your regular pumpkin pie. But these are $1 at the Dollar Tree. If I were to buy something similar to this at the grocery store, I recently just saw it, for a box of ginger snaps around the same size was $4.95. So big change in savings there. Now, they've been carrying more and more grocery items there lately, and I'm actually really impressed with the Dollar Tree because a lot of times part of the reason I wasn't going to the Dollar Tree was it was the same old, the same standard items. Nothing wrong with that, but you know what? I had enough of that, so it wasn't like it created urgency for me to go. But the last few times I've gone, they've had 3 grocery items that I can tell you are substantially more at the grocery store. They've been having Nutrigrain Bars, which retail for about $2.99 to $3.49 at a traditional grocery store. These were $1. They also have these instant oatmeal packets, and I know many of you say, well, that's not healthy. These retail on sale for $1.50 at the grocery store to $1.99 depending. This is why these are actually not a bad deal. If you were to read the ingredients on these, there's only a couple. It has whole grain oats, sugar, dried apples, cinnamon, salt, and natural flavors. It doesn't have a bunch of added stuff in here, so I was pretty impressed with that. The other thing that some of my families likes to have are these Czech Mixes, the cheddar and the traditional. These are kind of nice to have as a snack. It depends where you get them, but normally for a bag this size, it's around $2.29 to $2.49, not on sale. Even $2.99 depending where, but I'm going to say not on sale. The cheapest you would find it is $1.99, so that's good. Now many of these I always mention, but cards I thought used to be $1, but I just bought 3 cards, a Hanukkah, a New Year's, and a Thanksgiving card, and they were 50 cents each. You can't go wrong. I have a friend of mine that loves to receive a card and a kind note, and sometimes I'll put something cute inside the card, and so I wanted to prepare ahead. You can't go wrong for 50 cents a card for those people in your life that don't want to get a text and they want something mailed to them. Kind of old-fashioned and nostalgic to do that. Have any of you written a letter lately? You know, that's something that I think would be wonderful to bring back. Another thing, and I'm not saying it's the most sturdy thing, but I always like to have a phone book with me, and these for only $1. About once every 2 years, I take my old one and I look in there and see who am I staying in touch with, who am I not, and I might add some new names. So this for $1, you know, and then also speaking of that, notebooks. I mean, this is 120 pages for $1. I'm a pen and paper gal. It takes me a long time to go through this, and then I recycle it. I get a lot of value out of that. 2 other things. This is like Febreze. It's a refresher. It takes me forever to go through it. But say if your clothes aren't dirty, but you just want a little spritz kind of to freshen them up, I think that having this is kind of a nice thing. As long as you're not sensitive, it's not overpowering to me. I'm not sensitive to a lot of smells except for strong smells, and this is not strong to me, so I can use it. Last but not least, I know I've mentioned this one. Some of these things are new items, some are old. These are just pans, 2 for $1. Now, I do have other pans at home I use, but if I'm going to make something that's kind of gunky and it might stick on even with spraying, sometimes I do use these. Occasionally, I even reuse them, but it's nice so that you don't have to ruin your really good pans if it's something really messy. These are just some of my very favorite dollar items, and as a matter of fact, I even spent about a good 45 minutes in the Dollar Tree hunting and searching for things that I would use. There's a lot of great items, but I want to make sure if I buy something that I use everything I buy. So that's all I have to say. Come back next Friday when I tell you what I'm no longer buying at the Dollar Tree, and share below, if you shop at the Dollar Tree, what are some of your favorite new finds there. That's all I have to say for now. I love you, appreciate you. See you on tomorrow morning's video. Bye-bye.